Okay, the odd-even plan has been implemented in the national capital. Today is the fourth day of this particular scheme, that is 2.0. But this time around too, this entire matter has gone to the courts. Now we're getting you all the latest details as far as this matter in court is concerned. The Delhi High Court will hear a petition seeking exemption for advocates from the odd-even scheme. Petitioner Rajiv Khosla alleged that Delhi government's notification imposing 2,000 rupees as fine for violations of odd-even scheme is against the Motor Vehicles Act. He said the notification was issued ignoring the problems and privileges of the legal fraternity. Khosla, who is also the president of the Delhi High Court Bar Association, said that lawyers are entitled to be exempt from the application of the odd-even scheme. Remember, this entire incident had come to light last time also, but no relief came the lawyers' way. Now, the second phase of the even-odd plan seems to be getting a fair amount of thumbs down from a whole lot of constituencies. We have seen that lawyers have a problem. Now, there are a couple of Delhiites who are upset with this particular scheme, particularly parents who complained of inconvenience while dropping their children to school. Now, Monday was a day of real test for the experiment as schools and offices reopened after an extended weekend. While commuters continue to feel the public transport crunch, the app-based cab services could not match the high demand either. Their rates were allegedly hiked, forcing Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to issue strict warning against Ola and Uber vehicles. Both the app-based cab companies later suspended surge pricing in the capital. Now, government sources said the transport inspectors will be deployed as decoy customers to check overcharging by app-based cab services, and strict action will be taken in such cases. That includes cancellation of permit and impounding of the vehicle.
मुझे खुद नहीं पता मैडम कैसे आएंगे, ऑटो टैक्सी कुछ मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा दोपहर को देखेंगे, गाड़ी तो नहीं ला सकते क्योंकि बच्चों के लिए छूट तो इधर से है ना, उधर से कैसे आएंगे? बच्चे यूनिफॉर्म में होंगे तो छूट है, लेकिन उधर से आएंगे तो बच्चे साथ नहीं होंगे ना, तो फिर कैसे करेंगे? केजरीवाल जी के पास मैं फॉरवर्ड करूंगा चलान, अब कैसे करेंगे हम? बच्चों को तो स्कूल छोड़ना ही है, हमें ड्रॉप करना है। अब केजरीवाल जी और अपने जितने भी ये गोपाल राय जी हैं, सब अपने अपने आपस में कह रहे हैं कार पूल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारे पास कार पूल करने वाला कोई आसपास में कोई है नहीं, तो हम किससे साथ पूल करें?
Let's now quickly go across to Jugal Purohit, who joins us with all the latest. Morning, Jugal. You're joining us from the national capital at this moment. Jugal, can you hear me? Well, there seems to be some problem connecting. Okay, we can connect with Jugal. Now, Jugal, as far as this odd-even scheme is concerned, this time around particularly, we heard the lawyers the last time also that they were complaining that they should be exempt. This time around, though, what is unique as opposed to last time is the fact that you've got a lot of parents who are complaining. They say that if you have a rule where we are exempt if we show a school child sitting inside, then that's fine. But what about coming back? And of course, the car is going to come empty.
Absolutely, Sanket. That is one valid point, which was not just something that has been highlighted now that the scheme has been operationalized. It was also highlighted when the planning and the consensus building for odd-even 2.0 was going on. So no real surprises. The government as yet does not have an answer. Also, Sanket, if you are to compare it with what happened last time, this time around there seems to be a lot of surround sound, a lot of cacophony. We saw the BJP's Vijay Goyal trying to, willfully break the odd and even scheme. Of course, he got involved and also paying because he didn't carry his license and insurance papers. So that was one side of the tamasha. Then we saw how the surge pricing was affecting a lot of people taking to Twitter, thereby to try and alert the government. The government, of course, acting in time, making a clampdown of sorts on the surge pricing, after which all these app-based taxi firms have decided that there will be no surge pricing whatsoever. The High Court also got involved yesterday. You spoke about the lawyers going to the High Court and seeking exemption. A lot of surround sound around this particular second phase of the odd and even. What remains to be seen, Sanket, and that's where the skepticism hits the hardest, is just how much of a difference is it really making? Behind me, the streets are very, very smooth. we came to a point which would generally take about 45 to 50 minutes to drive to in about 25 to 30 minutes. So yes, there is decongestion on the streets.
Absolutely.
Is there a reduction of the pollution level as well? There is some, but experts do believe that odd and even by itself is not going to make much of a difference. There is a lot more which needs to be done.
Absolutely.
How much of it is happening remains to be seen.
Absolutely.
So there are many more questions.
More
again this
importantly,
time around,
Jugal, more
apart from the
importantly,
issues that you just
the
raised.
bigger pollutants are two-wheelers, 33% contributors, and trucks, about 38% contributors, whereas cars are just about 14% contributors in Delhi's pollution. What about those trucks, those, you know, big smoke-spewing trucks? What is the government going to do about them is also most crucial. Thanks very much, Jugal, for joining us with all the latest. Odd even scheme has been implemented with its own share of disgruntled people.
The Modi government is planning to roll out special facilities for minority Hindus from Pakistan. Now, people belonging to the minority community of Pakistan staying in India on a long-term visa will soon be allowed to buy property.